If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're coming back, hey y'all. Yeah, that's good. Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Misha. I'm back with another video. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're coming back, hey y'all. Well, today I thought I'd do a different but really a fun video. You always hear people say how much they love eyeshadow palettes, right? And I'm one of them. I love eyeshadow palettes, which is one of the reasons it's one of the biggest parts of my collection. I have way too many eyeshadow palettes. Well, not every eyeshadow palette is something that I want to add to my collection. There are some that are immediately no. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to tell you 5 reasons why eyeshadow palette may not make it into my collection. I have 5 top reasons that I say immediately no. Okay, so if you want to see this video, just keep on watching. I thought this video would be fun and important to do because in 2022, my plan is to actually use my collection. And in doing so, I plan on going through my eyeshadow palettes and ranking the ones, in different categories of the ones I like best or least. So I figured, there are some eyeshadow palettes that I do not like. Why don't I do a video that shows why I don't like some eyeshadow palettes and why they are not welcome in my collection. Now, that's not to say that you don't like them. We all have our own individual likes and dislikes. These are just mine, and it doesn't take away from things you like or dislike when it comes to your makeup, because it's all a personal journey when it all's done and said, right? 5 reasons I don't like certain eyeshadow palettes. Okay, here we go. I rank these, but these can go back and forth between what's number 5 and what's number 1. Okay, so don't hold me to the area that these items are on the list. Okay, number 5. The first one is if it's too childish. I don't like childish makeup. You can have a nostalgia collection from like Star Wars or like what is it, Beauty and the Beast, those type of things. They're nostalgia collections. So to me, there's a difference between it being nostalgia and just plain old childish. I don't want any childish makeup. I'm 51. I don't need childish looking makeup. And when I see that, I immediately say no. Immediately no. Number 4. The 4th reason I may not like an eyeshadow palette is because it's a weird shape. I like my eyeshadow palettes to be square or rectangle, even sometimes circle. I do have an issue with circle eyeshadow palettes, but it's still a regular shape. But if it's octagon, shaped like a hamburger or shaped like a star, I don't like that. I just want regularly shaped eyeshadow palettes so that I can store it properly. I don't need all those weird shapes, and it probably means I miss out on some good eyeshadow palettes. I know there's one that people always rave about, but I can't bring myself to buy a taco eyeshadow palette. I just can't. And also in that category is when you open up the eyeshadow palette and it's not a circle or a square. They have it arranged differently, or the eyeshadows, the individual eyeshadows in there look different. They're not the normal or the typical circles or squares or rectangles. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just don't have anything like that. I don't want that. I don't want that in my as an eyeshadow palette. Another thing I do not like is if it's too colorful. I'm a neutral girl. I'm a neutral person where I want to use color sometimes, but I don't want that as my primary focus of an eyeshadow palette. So if it is neon or if it's just a rainbow palette, immediately no. I just don't like it. And you know, everybody has their own taste. I like neutral. I used to like super warm eyeshadow palette, but now I realize I'm more neutral than actual warm. So that's just me. Next thing is if it's too glittery. I don't need all that glitter. I'll take a little glitter, but I don't need all that glitter where it's all you know, you got your eyeshadow, not metallic. I love metallic, but just the glittery stuff or glitter eyeshadow. No, miss me with all that. I don't need all that glitter on my face going all over the place, okay? And the last reason I was about to say moist. I love to feel the textures in the eyeshadow palettes, you know, in the eyeshadow. I like to feel like it's not wet, but it has this soft, buttery feeling. I love that feeling, and I love those type of eyeshadows. But if I can look, and you know, all of them aren't going to be all the way, you know, buttery like that. But if I can look at you and you look dry, I don't like dry eyeshadows. So if you look dry, like Siete London, like that's a dry formula. It could be pretty, but it's too dry. I don't want that. I don't want anything that dry. I think that's a dry formula. Like, no, it's too dry. I don't want that. Those are 5 reasons it's immediately no for me for certain eyeshadow palettes. But thankfully, those are few and far between, and and my eyeshadow palette collection can attest to it. I have a lot of them, but I love them. But I gotta get rid of some, so. But that's a video for another day. But yeah, let me know. Are there certain eyeshadow formulas or palettes or designs or something about eyeshadows that you can immediately say no to about purchasing? Let me know down in the comment sections below. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button on your way out, because you're not going to want to miss these videos that I'm going to be producing in 2022. Also, make sure you like and comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.